Waiting. There we are. Waiting. All right, welcome to the live stream. Oh, I've got my mic and everything pushed back. Let's get this squared away. All right, guys, today is the 5th of December 2024, Thursday. We got hit by the X date, so down, pretty big for Misty. Not Misty, I'm sorry, for NVIDIA. Down 131.37 total. We had bought at 25.93. That is a pretty high buy. We should have been down near 25. 24.62 is a beautiful price. That's not where we bought at though. But remember, tomorrow we're going to be getting the big fat dividend from NVDY. All right, so we see we're down 159.99. Most of them were up for the day, except for NVDY, until near the very end. And then we caught a little bit of a rough break. Misty flipped from about 20 up to 15 down. Everything shot down a good bit. So it is what it is. You see that we got a couple of options calls that we sold. So we brought in a little bit of money. We turned that little bit of money into some more YMAX shares. So I'm going to have to update again. Obviously 100 Ulti, 100 NVDY, 100 YBIT, 12 on the Misty, 51 on the YMAX, paying weekly. Let's go to Snowball here. We are projected over the next 12 months. Now remember, I have deposited $2,008. Over the next 12 months, we are projected to make $5,115.35 in dividends. That is $426.28 a month. And we can jump to the calendar. And that starts on Friday. We will be receiving all of these dividends. The one that we didn't get, this YMAX, we weren't holding YMAX at the time. We were holding YMAG. Then we got out of the YMAG, on that Friday? No, yeah, we got out of the YMAG at the right time, because there's the YMAG payment. This is the new shares. So that's not reflective. That's why this is like 451. And this says for the month it'll be 426. Okay. This is projected to be about 120. The PLT is actually going to be 330. The NVDY is going to be 108.15 or so. Not sure about the YMAX. We can look at. Oh no, not sure about the YMAX because I'm not sure. We've been adding shares all week, so I'm not sure how many I had at the ex-dividend date. So this could be like $3. This could actually be kind of low. But next week we already hold all of this, so that should be about $101 next week. A little 68 the week after. Nothing for Christmas holiday because obviously Christmas holiday, but that means we're going to get paid on the 30th, and then we're going to get paid on the 3rd. So they're just kicking this over to the Monday because of the holidays. But for YMAX, that's cool because it gives you this week to buy more YMAX and then get it twice in the same week. But yeah, this is huge numbies, ridiculous numbies, makes no sense numbies. But I am leveraged out the wazoo. However, I'm safe. Low risk right now. So I have a buffer of 9.25%. So I've got a 207.48 buffer, and tomorrow this gets alleviated some because of the dividends coming in. Now we have two options. We can let that go and pay down some of the big margin, but let me show you. The first 1,000 is free. The rest is at 6%. So let's just call it 3,000. Chat GPT. Margin interest calculation. We only had to call it 3,000. We already had what was in there. So basically, it'll cost me $165.73 in interest. But we just saw that I should make $5,115 over that time. It's going to cost me $13.81 a month in interest. We just saw that I'm going to be able to make 400 and something a month because of the leverage. So, yeah, we're not that concerned about it currently. However, we don't want to stay fully leveraged because we'd like to get into January, February, see if the markets are going to respond positively, like I think they should, like I think they will, before we can really go full bore with it. I mean, we're kind of already stepped into it, but what I'm saying is I have to be ready at any moment to let the NVDY go. Because that's, almost $2,600. It's a little down right now. I would do my best to not sell it while it's down, but, in a worst case scenario, it's the biggest thing I can move. It would give me the most freedom once moved. So NVDY, the in case of emergency break glass, oh crap, the sky is falling, we sell this, and most things get taken care of right there. Okay, so we see that we're down 160. I went over each stock. I went over how many of each stock. We have went over how much the interest is going to be on this. We have went over how much I'm going to make on this. Oh, talk a little bit about strategy. We see where the payments are. However, what I was going to start doing for velocity was taking one group, pay it into the next group, pay it into the next group, pay it into the next group. However, we see 100, 100, 100, 51, 12. So the next thing we're probably going to do is get YMAX to 100 shares and then get Misty to 100 shares. And Misty will go last because Misty's the most expensive. But that's the idea. Once we get YMAX to 100, we get Misty to 100. Then I had to make a decision about Coney or PLTY. We're probably not going to force Coney or PLTY to 100 just because that's so much more money. And once I get these set up to try to help with the nav erosion that some of these have, I think we're going to jump right into Curve. Curve, you normally are going to get the stock appreciation. We're going to do a little research. We're going to see which ones from Curve have the best total returns. All of them from Curve should have capital gains on them, and we're going to pick the best ones, and we're going to ride those. I like NFLP, but we'll probably have another month or two of data, and then we'll really go in on the Curve. And these still pay really good rates. These are still insanely high rates. They're just not as insanely high as yield maps. But that's because they come with the safety of actually improving in price. And then, eventually we'll get back into the Rex funds and maybe some of the Roundhill weeklies as we add up. Get back into Maxi. I really like Maxi, AIPI, Peppy, get into those. And then once those are built, then we start getting into things like O. Then we start moving down, getting into things like SPY T, getting into dividend growers like SCHD. Layers upon layers. And meanwhile, we're continuously selling calls, selling puts, maybe even buying a few every now and again. We're just trying to cycle money, keep it coming in. But other than that, that is the day. We're down. The after hours is being a little nice to us. We're back up 14. Hopefully Friday, big day. Obviously, just on the account itself, $100 and something incoming. Very nice. We will that'll probably be pending until Monday, so Monday will be a buy day. That's the going to be the fun thing now that we've got everything set up finally, not completely, but we finally have everything set up. So we're actually getting chunks. Even the 60 is a good deal. That's 3 shares of YMAX, or that's 1 share of PLTY, or like there's stuff you can do with that. We don't have any week where it's like, oh, here's $5. No, every week is a payer week now. Every week is a chunk of money. And this is just beautiful insanity right now. Our analytics dividends, scroll down here for dividends received. This is about to just be $56 is the biggest line. Okay, YMAX is way over here at only $1.60. YMAX currently should be getting $10 to $15 every week. It's going to be flying up this list. So we just saw NVDY is going to be 108 or 118, something like that. It's going to be double what Misty is, and Misty was already huge, right? We've got 100 shares of Ulti now. It already paid me good, but it's going to pay me real good next time, somewhere in the Ulti, somewhere in the 80 to 150 range, depending on what kind of a month they've had, right? Like this is really going to start accelerating. And we're like tomorrow is literally the beginning of the tipping point. Tomorrow is when this starts actually hitting the account and the impact of the dividend starts being truly felt. And this is the power of leverage. We're going to use a little velocity, us using calls to help generate more money so that those more monies can buy more stocks. So compounding, where we're using a lot of the tools at our disposal now, and things are really starting to pick up. So even though today is a big bad red day, hey, up 23 on the after hours, nice, keep going. We expect red days. We especially expect red days every week on dividend, ex-dividend day, because we're going to have ex-dividends every week now. So we got to suffer through NVIDIA taking this big hit, right? Here's the overnight right here. And it kept fighting back. It kept fighting back, saying, no, I don't want to go down. And the market kept saying, no, you're going down. And it's like, but I don't want to. And it's like, no, you're going down. And then today, a bit of a sell-off. Actually trended up through most of the day. And then it broke. Started heading back down. So hopefully we get nice recovery tomorrow. And then this was done for a month. We don't have to worry about falling off a cliff like this again for a month. It's got a whole month to build itself back up. It's just going to be, the next one. How far does it fall and how long does it take to recover? And that's going to be the 100 shares of Ulti. And Ulti is the scary one because Ulti is the one flirting with being sub $10. Ulti is the one that's been on this crater. Well, then why do we get into it? Because somewhere like here or so, maybe in here, they changed up their strategy on how they're on their prospectus, on how they're running the fund. So we are trusting that they came in and that they have fixed things and that it will be better moving forward. It's a risk, but if it works, we're getting in at the floor. If it doesn't work, it's going to continue to go down. But if it works, we bought Coney at the discount. A lot of these we overpaid for. Not Coney, Ulti. Like I overpaid for the NVDY. I probably overpaid for the YBit. Okay, I overpaid on some of these. But the Ulti, no, we got it on the discount if it works. If it bounces like we hope the new changes will allow it to do. But that's it, guys. It's been real. Oh, losing my voice. It's been real. It's been fun. It's even been real fun. This is your boy, The Climb to One.